And welcome back to this week's episode of the Broken Kid Podcast. I am excited to be here. I'm excited to give you guys advice because that's what I use this platform for, you know? Like Eminem says, what good is it if I don't use what I do for some good, you know? His raps and his lyrical geniuses. And although I'm not on that level yet, and maybe not in terms I'll never be a rapper, I can't rap for crap. Oh, actually maybe I should scratch that. I should just wear it like this. No, that's fritters. I'll wear it like a normal person, but it's my CM Punk hat, my go-to sleep. And what I wanted to tell you guys is if you will come across somebody who wants to try to change you, reform you, tell you to dress differently, talk differently, take your piercings out, go get tattoo removal, what you do is you give them a certain finger. I can't show it, but I can't show it. I'm not going to show it. I'm not going to show it because I don't want to edit it in post, because honestly, I've been editing a lot of videos and it's a lot of work to set up the camera, the lights, the editing, the thumbnails and all that, you know. So I'm going to make it easy on myself and assume that you guys know what finger I'm talking about, and it's not this one. But I had a encounter with somebody who I thought was going to be a nice person. And this is the thing that about autistic people endure a lot of encounters that probably go on a little longer than they should, with people that are like fake malicious or like subtly malicious. Because I met this one dude at a coffee shop I used to go to, and I've been going there for a year, and you know, they just didn't like certain types of people. You do what you think that means, you know, you interpret it the way you think what that means. But you know, I decided to ask him if I could go to church because I was in a low point in my life. I was in the losers club, as they say, and I went about 4 times, and it was like I'll just say it this way: the sermons were very beautiful, but the aspect in the community was very toxic and malicious. And what I want to focus on is this idea of the church girl. He kept on bringing up, date a church girl. You should date a church girl. We need to find you a church girl. Excuse me, take a good look at me. 1 piercing, 2 eyebrow piercings, 3, 1 piercing here, and then I have, 1, 2, 3, and then I have 1 right here in my mouth that's hidden that you might see when I'm speaking. You might be able to, it's a blue one. And I got my tattoos. I got a partial sleeve here, and then I got another tattoo here, and then another one. So really it's like 1, 2, and 3 tattoos, maybe 3 1/10, because this is a really small one. And shout out to Maroon 5, it says it won't be soon before long. Those who know, those are gonna know. It's their 2nd album, so I guess not everybody knows. But you know, he was telling me this whole thing about church girl, and I used to think it was funny, the whole I want a church girl that goes to church and reads her Bible, and I thought it was funny, and I didn't think that was a real thing. I just thought people went to church and they didn't make it their entire personality. But when I went to church, there would be these soy boys who would take their Bible and use it as an accessory. You might as well disrespect God all the way and just use it as a cup coaster, because you're really not using it to read. You're just using it to say, be like, look at me. It's sacred. Here I am making fun of it, while making fun of people who are being hypocritical. But no. This is me giving you instructions that if you do not want to date a church girl, or get this God-fearing woman, or have this ideal partner, well, it may not even be a church girl, but whatever people think you should be going after, don't. Whether it be going after a rich man, a richer woman, any partner that whatever gender you're attracted to, or genders, and people are telling you should date somebody who makes an X amount of money a year, who drives this car, who has this job, who wants to have kids, but you don't give in to that. You need to keep the standard for the things that you just, realistically, could I be with somebody who's a church girl? No. I cuss a lot. I watch horror movies. I like to watch movies in general. I am not overly devoted to God. That's not a bad thing. But what I was this whole idea of forceful reform, in which they use Christianity for sometimes, you know, this discipleship, he was trying to practice discipleship through me. First of all, no thank you, that's not who I am. Second of all, I don't want a boring, prudent girlfriend like yours, who doesn't wear makeup, who doesn't do anything. Not that you have to wear makeup to be pretty, but you were just Your girlfriend was very generic, very basic, very predictable. No spice, no nothing. There was no bite to her. She never stood up for anything that was right. And I want somebody who's gonna be much different, and whether opposites attract or not, that's just a general blanket statement. It's not always true, but find what makes you happy and don't stop until you do. That being said, this is the end of this episode. Hope to see you on the next one. Take care, have a good night, and don't take life too serious. And also, most importantly, don't date a Christian girl. And welcome back to this week's episode of the Broken Kid Podcast. If the setup looks a little different, then it's because it is, and you're not hallucinating. But to get straight to the point, I don't like to ask for things, but I'm in a competition, and it's for Halloween, and there's a link below. I'm going to keep it pretty short and simple. All you have to do is click the link, and if you have a Facebook account, you can go ahead and just do a simple vote. It takes about 30 seconds. So maybe this is catering to the wrong people. I should be catering to your grandma or your aunts and uncles who do have Facebook. But if you do have it, go ahead and click the link below. And it's pretty much just a contest, a little contest where you could, win a few prizes. But it's for the face of Halloween. And I'm a big fan of Halloween. And if you would like to do that, go ahead and feel free to check out the profile. There's a few pictures up there. I want to upload more. But if you feel like it's beckoning you to simply just do a simple thing, I would greatly appreciate it. And that's all I'm asking. And if you don't want to, that's totally fine. But we're gonna go to the normal production in a few days where I'm gonna be uploading normal videos. And I just wanted to throw that opportunity out there. And to anybody who does vote, I appreciate it. And I appreciate your support.